Have you ever felt like you were facing an enemy with 900 iron chariots while all you have is, well, just you? It sounds like a scene from an epic movie, but this was the reality for the people of Israel. They had turned away from their faith, and for 20 long years, they lived under the thumb of King Jabin and his ruthless general, Sisera. Sisera wasn't just any general. He had a fleet of 900 iron chariots, the most advanced and terrifying military technology of the time. Imagine the fear, the hopelessness, the feeling of being completely outmatched. The Israelites cried out, and in their darkest hour, an unlikely hero emerged. Her name was Deborah. She wasn't a king or a warrior. She was a prophetess, a judge, and a woman. In a society where leadership was almost exclusively male, Deborah sat under a palm tree, dispensing wisdom and justice. People from all over Israel came to her, recognizing her as a voice of divine authority. She was a beacon of light in a land shrouded in darkness. One day, God gave Deborah a message. It was time for Israel's liberation. She summoned a man named Barak, a military leader, and delivered the divine command. "The Lord, the God of Israel, commands you. Go take with you 10,000 men from the tribes of Naphtali and Zebulun and lead them up to Mount Tabor." God even promised to lure Sisera and his entire army, chariots and all, into the Kishon River Valley, delivering them right into Barak's hands. Sounds like a solid plan, right? God's on your side, you have the strategy, victory is guaranteed. But Barak hesitated. The thought of facing those 900 iron chariots was terrifying. He looked at Deborah and said, "If you go with me, I will go. But if you don't go with me, I won't go." He needed her faith, her presence to bolster his own courage. Deborah agreed, but with a powerful prophecy. "Certainly I will go with you. Nevertheless, because of the course you are taking, the honor will not be yours, for the Lord will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman." So, Barak gathered his 10,000 men, a small force of foot soldiers, and they marched to Mount Tabor, with Deborah right there beside them. When Sisera heard the news, he mobilized his entire force, all 900 iron chariots, and his massive army and converged on the Kishon River, ready to crush the rebellion. The stage was set for a showdown. On one side, a massive, technologically superior army. On the other, a small band of Israelites led by a man who was initially hesitant and a woman who had unwavering faith. As the two armies faced off, Deborah declared, "Go. This is the day the Lord has given Sisera into your hands. Has not the Lord gone ahead of you?" At that moment, as Barak's forces charged down the mountain, something miraculous happened. The sky opened up, and a torrential downpour began. The dry riverbed of the Kishon River instantly turned into a raging torrent, a muddy, inescapable swamp. Those mighty iron chariots, the source of Sisera's power and Israel's fear, became his downfall. They were stuck, immobilized, completely useless in the thick mud. The Israelite soldiers, nimble on their feet, routed the entire Canaanite army. The impossible had happened. The technological marvel of the age was defeated by rain and mud, a clear sign of divine intervention. In the chaos, General Sisera abandoned his chariot and fled on foot. Exhausted, he stumbled upon the tent of a woman named Jael. Her husband's family had an alliance with King Jabin, so Sisera thought he'd be safe there. Jael welcomed him in, gave him milk to drink, and covered him with a blanket. As the mighty general slept, worn out from battle, Jael did something extraordinary. She picked up a tent peg and a hammer, and with a courage born of conviction, she drove the peg through his temple, ending the life of Israel's great oppressor. Deborah, a simple homemaker, fulfilled Deborah's prophecy. The honor of defeating Sisera did not go to the military commander Barak, but to a woman. The victory was absolute. This incredible story of faith and courage brought 40 years of peace to Israel. It's a powerful reminder that our circumstances don't define our destiny. God often chooses the most unexpected people, a female judge in a patriarchal world, a hesitant warrior, a woman in her tent, to accomplish his greatest plans. It shows us that when we face our own iron chariots, our own impossible challenges, we're not alone. With faith and the courage to act, we can see God turn our greatest fears into our greatest victories. So, what iron chariots are you facing today? Remember Deborah, remember Jael, and remember that with faith, even a tent peg can topple an empire. Thanks for watching, And don't forget to subscribe for more stories of incredible faith and courage.